Hi, good morning to all. Today we are discussing about human eye and colorful world. In that chapter, it is the special topic of a very important topic in this chapter. That is the find the refractive index of the prism. So it is so many exams they will ask the question find the refractive index of the prism. Not only this question based on problems also. So here, so today we are discussing about the first we are understanding the basic diagram. So first we'll see here it is first one is the triangle glass prism. It is a triangle glass prism. So that is PQR. And it is a incident ray. The incident ray strike on the specific point that is M. So after that, when we have to change that medium, that is a refraction. The ray is refraction. So what is the property of refraction? When we are changing that medium, the ray will be bent. So the ray will be path will be changed. So that is known as refraction. After that, it will be comes out the prism, that is the emergent ray. Incident ray, refraction ray, emergent ray. So the emergent ray comes out from the prism, that is the point N. So here the incident to the normal, that angle is incident angle. The emergent ray to the normal respect to the normal, that is known as a refracted ray. So that means emergent ray. So here, so what is the information of this diagram? Here we are discussing. So first one is a prism is a transparent medium. The prism is a prism is a transparent medium. Transparent medium. So it is transferred from surrounding medium. Surrounding medium. So what is that? So here separate from. So a prism is a transparent medium separated from surrounding medium. So it is separated from surrounding medium. And one more thing, which are incident certain angles. Which are incident certain angles. And one more thing, here the consider a triangle of prism. So it is a triangle of prism. APQR. It is a triangle of prism. And it can two triangles. Two triangles means this is the one triangle. So it is another triangle. So how many triangles here? Two triangles. One is this one and another one total triangle. And one more thing, three rectangular plane lateral surface. Three rectangular planes lateral surface. That is PQ, QR and PR. So how many lateral surface we have? Three. What are they? PQ, QR, PR. And one more thing, it is that surfaces inclined to each other. The surface how it is each other, connected to each other. And one more thing, let us consider that triangle PQR. So it is a triangle PQR. And let us assuming that ray is incident ray. What is that incident ray? So the incident ray is a strike on the specific point of that a plane surface, that is PQ. So this PQ it is a surface. The incident strike on the surface of PQ on the specific point that is M. That is the M. So that's why here. And draw the perpendicular to the surface of M. From this point, we have to draw the perpendicular to the surface of M, that is called normal. That is called normal. So PQ is the surface. Strike on the incident ray on the specific point on the surface of the M. From the M, we have to draw the perpendicular line. That line is known as a normal line. So here, to that, this angle between the incident ray and the normal is called incident angle. This ray is respect to that, the incident ray is respect to that normal. This angle is known as incident angle. And next one is next point is from the point M is refraction rate. From the M point, so it is a refraction rate. From M is a refraction rate. After the refraction, it is comes out to the prism. So which point it is the point? The surface of P or surface of on the specific point A. So here it is the incident ray, it is the refraction ray, it is the emergent ray. So from this emergent ray pass through point A. So here you have to draw the one perpendicular to the surface of PR, that is called here emergent ray. So this emergent ray respect to that, this emergent ray is respect to that normal, that is called emergent angle. That is we are represented I2. So how many in terms here? And one more thing. So the incident ray we are extended and emergent ray we are extended. So it is the intersection at a point. That point is known as angle of deviation. This point is known as angle of deviation. Incident ray we are extended to that one. Draw the one line. Emergent ray one extended to that. Draw the another line. These two intersection point that is known as angle of deviation. And one more thing. It is the surface of PQ. It is surface of PQ and PR is angle is known as angle of prism. That's why we are represented A. So A is nothing but angle of prism. Angle of prism. So that's why we are represented here. The surface of PQ and PR. This angle is known as angle of prism. The incident ray and the emergent ray extended to the two extended of lines. It has an intersection point. That point is known as angle of deviation. That's why we are represented small d. So we know this. How can we find the refractive index of the prism? So we know this. Same diagram as well is here. Same diagram. Here, this one, here it is a represented R1, it is a represented R2. So how many mediums are here? So it is the hair is one medium, it is a prism is another medium. So prism is one medium and hair is another medium. So here two mediums we have. What are they? One is hair and prism. Prism to hair. So we know this. Here according to we are writing D is equal to I1 plus I2 because of both are having the presence in the A. These two angles are having in the A. And one more R1 plus R2 because of this in front of which we are writing the symbol minus symbol because of medium will be changed. So here is, that's why we are represented plus symbol. And lens is, that means prism, glass prism is we are represented, that means minus symbol. So here R1 plus R2 is equal to, we are consider A. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. The 2 we are substituting above the equation 2 in 1. So this D is equal to I1 plus I2 minus A. So we can write the minus S, we are taken left side, B plus A is equal to I1 plus I2. So this equation 3. So we know this Snell law, that is Snell law. According to, we are compared to that first and second medium, that is hair and prism, that is N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. What is the Snell law? N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. So here N1 is equal to what we have represented, it is the hair, that media is 1. And N2 is equal to, that is prism, that is air. And I is equal to I1, R is equal to R1. I is equal to I1, R is equal to R1. Then we can substitute in the Snell law, that's why 1 is equal to sin I1 is equal to N2 means N sin R1. So this equation 4. And compared to that, so first medium hair to prism. Next, the prism to hair. The comes out the prism or emergent ray through the prism. So here we are applied to that. Again we are applied to Snell law. So here 2 is 1. And one more thing here, N1 is equal to N and N2 is equal to 1. Because of N1 is equal to prism. N2 is equal to here is nothing but 1. And I is equal to R2. Next R is equal to here R2. R is equal to I2. So then we are substituting Snell law. So what we get, N1 means N is a sin I means R2 is equal, N2 means 1, sin R means I2. This equation 5. So we know this here, according to, if the I1 is always, we are assuming I1 incident angles and emergent angles will both are equal. We are assuming I1 is equal I2. Then R1 is equal to R2. Both values are, we are substituting equation, that is equation 2 and 3. 2 and 3. These equations, the values are substituting 2 and 3, what will write? So here R1 plus R1 is equal to A. Then 2R1 is equal to A. Then R1 is equal to A by 2. This equation 6. And one more thing here D plus. So D is equal to the angle of deviation minimum angle of deviation, we are represented capital D. So minimum angle of deviation, we are represented capital D. Then we have to substitute capital D plus A is equal, I1 is equal to same, I2 is equal to here I1. So then we can write I1. D plus A is equal to I1. Then I1 is equal to D plus A is divided by 2. This equation 7. So 6, 7 equations we are substituting equation that is 4th in 4. So what we get, 6th, 7th values we are substituting in equation 4. What we are getting? So sin I1 is equal to what we are getting? D plus A by 2 is equal to, according to Snell law here, N. And sin R1 is equal to A by 2. What we are obtained from this concept to refractive index of the prism. So refractive index of the prism N. So then N is equal to sin A plus D by 2 is whole sin A by 2. Sin A by 2. It is the formula index of prism. Refractive index of prism. So one see here, very important topic. First one, according to this diagram, hair to prism, prism to hair comes out. So that's why we are understanding I1 is the incident angle, I2 emergent angle. R1 refraction angle, R2 refractive angle. From position of M and position of N. So that's why very important topic based on refractive index of the prism. They will ask problems. So, thank you.